Hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match pint, the only West Ham United post-match full show on the internet. We've just come back from the London Stadium. It was West Ham 0, Southampton 3. I'm dejected, mate. I'm absolutely kicked up the bollocks.
First of all, what's he doing now?
Scott's away, so Graham's going to take us through the starting lineup.
You've been upgraded?
I think I have.
Go on, Gray. Have you
Get a bit more talking this week.
Yeah. Well, obviously, Adrian in goal. Personally, I was stuck with Randolph after mid.
Right, we don't want your opinions. Just talk us through the starting lineup.
Arbeloa left back.
Weird.
Reed.
Yeah.
Ogbonna.
Nordvik.
On the right. So I had to remember how to say it properly.
No, you didn't. You didn't know it. You can't.
Antonio, Pint, Lanzini,
Noble, Quixote,
and Zaza up top.
Zaza Gabor. Ryan, I mean, I've seen some shit in my time, but this season is taking the biscuit, mate.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Avram Grant season. It does. It just reminds.
Is the football as bad as that?
Yeah,
it is. It is.
They got no creativity on the pitch. I mean, like we were sitting there watching it, and the amount of times people got the ball, like someone like Reed. Reed had the ball, he's running it out and he's looking up and he's got no one to pass it to, and then he knocks it to Noble and Noble turns around and knocks it straight back.
Do you think it's, I don't know, like nerves among the players? They don't want the ball, they're hiding a little bit. What do you think?
There's a lot of players that are hiding. There's a lot of players that don't want the ball. People like Pint need to step up, and I mean, I'll probably get bollocks for saying this, but Pint was awful today. Pint was awful today. Everything, and do you know what pissed me off the most is like before the game I said to Nicky, listen to this, they announced the teams, everyone's like Adrian, wee. Pyatt's name got read out, fucking the old stadium fucking erupted. Like, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but this season he don't seem right, his head ain't now, and a lot of teams are finding him out now.
Yeah.
And I think like
he gets doubled
he
up
lost the ball, he lost the ball 5 or 6 times today. No one better than Eiley.
The thing is, I think with Pyatt, we'll go into the game in a second, but I'm not going to slag him off.
I'm not slagging him off. He's a great player.
No. I know you're not slagging him off, mate, but people are going to suss him out when there's nobody else doing anything. Do you know what I mean? They can just concentrate on their efforts on Pyatt, because I'm going to say it, and I've said it again. I'll say it at the end. Let's go through the game. I mean, first half started. The atmosphere was flat. There's a lot of shit going on at the minute in and around the club. You'll see on the fan cams about like the atmosphere around the club.
One thing I did notice today though was, like we said, didn't we, during the game, that where their standing bit was, no stewards come down today. Told them to sit down.
No,
they left them. Let them be. And I thought with that the atmosphere would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
The atmosphere was flat.
There's nothing on the pitch.
I think the stadium. Going. I'll be honest with you. I think the stadium's too big for us. I don't think we can create an atmosphere there like we did at the Bowl-In. I don't think we can. It's rocking when Bubbles comes on. It'd probably be rocking if we was beating a big club there, but you can't just do it on one game. You've got to do that all season.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I know we keep saying about the Bowl-In ground, but it's never going to be nothing like the Bowl-In.
No, but I mean, the thing is, we've got to make the best of it now.
We've got that for the rest of our lives. We've got that, unless something drastic happens.
I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it now. The club has sold itself down the river. It's gone. West Ham is gone. I know we're all down. I know we're all because of the results on the pitch. It may be if the results had been the other way round and we were sitting at like near the top of the league, things would be different. But it's fucked. They've fucked it.
There's just too much negativity around the club, and it stems from the top to the bottom, and
it's rotten.
From the owners to the fans.
It's rotten to the core.
There's supposed to be this next step.
Yeah, there's something not right there, and I think that boils down to someone said it earlier. The signings we've made, like they're good players, but they're not great players, and West Ham, we needed great players to step up and move on, and we've just gone backwards. We've gone back 10 steps.
But we are the only club that have gone backwards.
Yeah.
The only club I can think of that may be in our position are the two that are down there with us at the minute, Sunderland and Stoke. They're the only two I can think of in the transfer window that haven't strengthened. We haven't strengthened the team. The team. I've said this many, many times, and I'm going to keep on drilling it and drilling. Do you know what I've done on Saturday? I didn't even tell you this. You know what I've done on Friday? I signed me and him up to be on the supporters advisory board.
Yeah.
We've sent an email to West Ham saying, right, I want to be on that ball, because they was promising this forum a couple of days ago, didn't appear. Then they delayed it again. Then they've delayed it again so they can form this.
You know why they're delaying it? Because they're waiting for a couple of good results.
Yeah, I know.
That's exactly what they're waiting
Because they know
for.
if you go in there, it's going to be toxic.
It is toxic at the minute, great. So I've signed us up. They've got the 10th of October now, or something like that, as the date that they're going to do this thingy. They saying they're going to form a supporters advisory board with lifelong fans, bloggers, things like that. Well,
I think ex-players should be on it and all.
I mean, do you think it's just lip service? Like they're saying, "Well, look, we're set up this advice, but you've got a voice." But
I'll tell you this now, right? I've sent an email to West Ham and I've put myself on it. If they accept me, I'm going to go in there all guns blazing. I'm not going to hold my tongue. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to take people's comments and fucking feelings in there with me, and I'm going to fucking lay it to the board. They've sold us down the fucking river. They've not improved the squad. We had a great season last season, right? Beyond expectations last season, right? What have they done? They've got the fucking players that they had there, and they've bought shit to go underneath them. When you want to build a club, right, you have to take the great team that you've got and start replacing the players that you've got with better players. Yeah, Noble. As much as I love him, right, he's the first one I'm going to dig out today because, and this is not just digging him out because of this, he's the fucking captain of the team. He's meant to be a lifelong West Ham fan. He's not leading the team.
I said that to you, didn't I? We haven't got a leader on that pitch.
He's not leading the team.
As much as I love Noble, and like Nicky said, I love Noble to bits, and I just don't think he's a leader. In the dressing room, he might be different, but on that pitch, he's not. And this is what I said as well. People used to slate Kevin Nolan. Yeah, he wasn't the greatest, but he was a leader.
Yeah.
Scott Parker before him. He wasn't even our captain, Scott Parker, but he used to drag that team all the way through. And Noble last season, I think he was playing out of his skin because of the bowling. I think personally, and I like Noble, but to me, if you got to drop either him or Czech, and I'll drop Noble.
I mean, do you think like we know about all the situation, like the atmosphere around the board and that. But do you think there's something going on in the dressing room as well? Because the body language of the players is completely different.
Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think it is? Right. Before I finish my point on Noble, do you know what I think it is? I don't think they're Billich's signings. I don't think he's picked a single one of them people.
Well, we know the board always have their couple of signings, don't they? They go out and pick what they want. But I think Billich obviously had a look at a couple of them. I think Gökhan Toure was one, probably for Gooley, but the others, I just think that they've brought them in I honestly think them 13 players we brought in were made up for Europe.
Yeah.
We're going to have two squads, a Europe and a Premier League. We're fucked up in Europe. We're out of Europe, and now they've got to fit them into the Premier League because they've probably all got clauses in their contracts that they've got to make certain appearances or whatever.
But you look at this is what I'm saying. Now, we had a great season, right? You look at people like Palace. Yeah, Palace had an okay season. Wasn't great. What did they do? What did they do? They weren't content with sitting there at 13th or 14th or wherever they finished. They said, right, we're going to go out and get a fucking Premier League goal scorer. We're going to go out and improve our team. They bought the likes of Townsend, fucking Benteke.
They went out and bought a top-class centre-half.
Centre-half, yeah. Well,
we scored the other way.
Yeah, but it just shows you, right? They're improving on what they've got.
Yeah.
They're improving on what they've got. We haven't improved. You can't afford to do that in this league. We'll be down in the Championship. If they don't put... I'm telling you now, they've got till January to sort of find some money. All this money and all this bollocks, it's a load of old nonsense. Nothing to do with the money. The club has just brought in double the amount of money that it did last season. Yeah? Double the amount of money. And look how many people... Like, somebody told me we spent 60 million. I don't know where the fuck they've got that from. We spent 6 million on fucking...
I think they're probably talking about the last few years there because it hasn't been this summer.
No, 6 million on Masuaku.
Yeah.
Ayew was 20.
Ayew was 20. You got fucking Fernandez that was about 6. But what the fuck
They're probably classing Zaza as well, but that's a loan
But
deal.
no, you can't... Yeah. And all the loan fees and all that. I don't give a shit about loan fees. They shouldn't be counted as transfer fees. Because if you want to pay to borrow them, that's your fucking prerogative. Yeah? But what they've done is... They've got double the budget and spent half the money. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? They haven't spent nothing. Zaza will not pay for us in about 5 games' time. Because he's got another 5 games to prove himself. If he gets to 15 games, it's a clause in his contract. In 5 games' time, he will not be playing for us if he continues to perform like that. And rightly so as well.
The thing is, as well, like with Zaza, today I thought he looked all right. He looked like he was trying, but I just don't think he's cut out for Premier League football.
I don't think it's that, right. I don't even think it's that.
We're putting balls up
in the air to him. He's about 5'8".
You watch, when Carroll comes back, we'll be playing him on the floor.
Mm. But this is the thing. All we've got at the minute, attack-wise, is we look for that cross-field ball to Antonio. He's the only one that can head the ball. Mm. That's all we do. We've got no invention. We come out from the back. Today, fucking start of the game, 0-0. We're passing it side to side. Mm. We've been losing fucking games.
We've been doing that for weeks, though, mate. And the thing is, like, well, people get, oh yeah, but we won the. We scored a 96-minute winner against Akron and Stanley. Mm. No disrespect to them, but come on, people are like saying, "Oh, that's a great win." It's not a great win.
A win's a win. But
a win's a win, yeah. And I thought, give them a bit of confidence. Southampton at home, they haven't been.
Let's be honest,
firing this season.
Let's be honest. We deserve to lose that game on Wednesday. Yeah, we deserve to lose it.
We definitely deserve to. I'm going to take no credit away from Southampton today. They were organised. They were the better team. Yeah, I'm not going to take no credit away from Southampton today. They were organised. They were the better team. Mm. They had the better players. Charlie Austin looked lively up front. And
no knees Austin.
Yeah, no knees Austin. he looked lively up front. And I was sitting there and we was both saying, like, that's the sort of player we need at the moment.
We ain't got anybody identifying transfers. The border identifying a transfer. It's not good enough. You can't have two skinflints dictating what goes on at the Christmas party. Hold on. You can't have two skinflints dictating what goes on at the Christmas party because there'll be pennies pinched. And that's exactly what happened, right? And I'm not calling the cunts skinflints because I think they're tight. Mm. What I'm saying is, this is my belief, right? Tell me if you disagree. They are trying to get out of this club, yeah? Mm. They're looking to sell it for a big investor. Yeah. This is my they want to take the money out now. Mm. And they've invested enough, they're entitled to take the money out. But what they're doing is they're trying to get out of the club with as much money as they can. Mm. They've transferred this is God's honest truth, right? This is what I've heard. Now, I'm not saying this is a matter of fact, this is not my opinion, it's somebody else that's told me this. They've transferred the debt from £100 million, from the club to one of their own companies, So it clears the debt. Yeah. But we now owe them £100 million, the owners, right? Yeah. And what they're doing is they're fucking... This come out, right? Am I right in saying this come out a little while ago? What they're doing, they're charging the club interest, right? So they're the ones in charge of fucking paying the debt, yeah? But because it's owed to them, it's in their main interest to keep the fucking debt as high as possible because they're fucking earning the money from it. I'm sure it's got to be illegal somewhere. I'm sure it is. You cannot owe yourself £100 million and charge a company that you're running interest. It's fucking fraud. I'm sure it's fraud. No, I'm sorry, mate, but
I know what you mean.
I'm sorry, but they're trying to get out of this club with as much money as possible.
It's just so much frustration this season because, like you said, if we'd have won the last 4 games, we'd be sitting here now buzzing, and we'd be praising the board and the signings are great and all that. But at the end of the day, a lot of people won't talk about it, but it's a load of old bollocks.
They got lucky with Payet.
I'm getting proper pissed off with going over West Ham now. Even today, I woke up this morning and I should have been buzzing to go over there. And don't get me wrong, when I got there, I was alright. But it's just getting even like it's honestly like last season, I couldn't wait to get to the bowling. I used to go to the bowling early, and I used to leave there late. Now I'm like, I don't even want to get there because
I hate it.
It's a shambles.
It's a bit of an endurance.
I mean, they're flogging candy floss and fucking popcorn because they must have known there'd be a circus on the pitch this season because it's a load of shit. It is. There's no creativity in there. People like Payet hanging about on the left. Payet shouldn't even be on the left. Payet needs to be in the middle. Lanzini's the one that should be in the dirty work. You can't have Payet chasing back and doing all the dirty work. Lanzini should be doing that. Payet needs to sit in the middle, give him the ball. But he was getting the ball today and he's looking up and he's got no one around him. When he played for France in the Euros, he looked up and he had all them players around him. Who's he look up now? He sees a Zaza looks hanging around like he's waiting for a cab.
I mean, the things you were saying, teams started putting 2, sometimes 3 players on in there. Someone else has got to start. There's going to be room elsewhere on the pitch, but no one seems to want
You can have 3 players around Payet. Happy days. Because there's 3 less players that Lanzini's got to get past. Let them mark Payet because we've got players like Lanzini. We've got players like Czech today. He gets the ball, the old Czech would run at players. He done it 2 or 3 times today, and his legs just look like they're going.
Yeah.
This team looks fucked, and we're 6 games into the season.
I mean, it's just when they got the ball,
there's no invention.
all they do, they
Antonio
just
as well.
go sideways or backwards. No
Antonio
one's
as well.
willing to put that through ball.
I don't want to slate Antonio because I like him, he's a good player. But for me, when he's got the ball at his feet running at people, he looks like he don't know what he's doing. He looks like he's just running into no space. In the air, he's great. But when he's running with the ball at his feet, it looks like there's traits of a championship player there. And I don't want to slate Antonio because I rate him a lot and I think he's our best player. I'm putting that overall, all-round player, I think he's our best player. I think he's better than Payet.
But he's the only one who's prepared to run at players at the minute.
Payet don't want to be there. This is the thing.
He's had his head turned in the
He does not want to be there. And
the big boys want him.
The thing is, it's affecting the team. It's affecting the team big time. There's no confidence in the whole team from Adrian up to Zaza. There's just no one on that pitch that wants to look after it. This is why I'm saying people like Kevin Nolan would get the boys together. People like Scott Parker definitely would. But people hated them. People hated Nolan.
But we need someone, and there's no one willing to do this, right? When the ball's coming out from defence, I mean, side to side today, right? And I said to him, it's only a matter of time before they attack. I said they'll score right before half time. And what did they do?
First
attack, because we're not doing anything with it. You just, the longer you keep it and do fuck all with it and go at them and make them make mistakes, the more likely you are to make a mistake and let them attack you. And I knew as soon as they attacked us, we couldn't hack it.
And Charlie Austin, I mean, it's a great finish. And if I was Charlie Austin, I would have run up them stairs, run right into fucking the bald's face, and just laughed at him because he is just. I mean, they pay $4 million for Charlie Austin. Surely that's worth a gamble when you've seen the money they've spent on shit.
But he weren't going to come to us. Because at the time they was asking 10 million for him, and they'd already fucked him off.
Yeah, but 10 million isn't even worth it.
I know 10 million's worth it, but you could have got him for 4 million. They fucked themselves by saying what they said on that podcast last year.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but they did. He was never going to come to us. I bet he is fucking chuckling on the way home now.
Of course he is.
Of course he is. Before that, though, I want to ask you because I couldn't really see it very clearly from where I was, but I know it was over your side. Was it a penalty?
What, when Lanzini dragged it back? I don't know, mate. I think he
turned. I couldn't really see.
I ain't seen a replay of it. For me, it didn't look a penalty at first. It looked like he just turned into him as he turned. Like the defender's standing now. The defender can't really do nothing. If someone turns and backs into you, what can you do?
I know there was a big appeal for it.
He hasn't gone to the... Yeah, but they're going to appeal for anything.
I couldn't see it very clearly.
They're desperate for anything. This is what I think with us at the moment. We're just looking for a lucky goal, a lucky win.
We ain't got no luck.
No.
We ain't got no luck.
No,
even today, at 2-0, at 2-0. I mean, the way fucking Tadic went round Adrian, I don't know what the fuck, because the ball went in a straight line. I don't know what he done. He dived out of the way.
And the thing is, like, it's teams are starting to pull away from us now. Like, the top 6 or 7
we
teams
should be looking
now.
at the top, mate.
No, I'm not saying that. But now I'm saying the top 6 or 7 are pulling away now. But then you've got that next bracket down between 6 and 12. And even them now, they're on 7-8 points. What are we on? We're on 4 points. We're 3 points. A couple more losses, then get a couple more wins. You go into the Christmas period.
I'd say
this should have been one of the most exciting seasons ever for West Ham. I thought last season at the Bowling, this season it'll be just carry on. Same sort of players, but and you got to question Bilic as well, like because he's just. I love Bilic, and I don't want to see him be made a scapegoat or get sacked, or I definitely don't want to see him walk. But I see him on the touchline, and there's just nothing. He looks a lost man. He looks lost. He's trying. It's like the players ain't playing for him. Is there something gone on behind the scenes that we don't know about?
That's what I'm saying. Like the body language of the players, everyone's like the shoulders down. No one. There's just no confidence.
Wants to know.
Third goal went in, I turned around and I just see every single player had their hands on the hips. No one was questioning, no one was arguing with his own. Why aren't you fucking picking him up? No one was doing that. They just all turned around and thought, we'll go home later, go back to my mansion, get me wages put in. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They don't care about this club. And the thing is, all these players can fuck off. They can go to other clubs, but we're here. Like the board. The ball can go. As much as they say, we love the club, they can sell the club next week and fuck off. They ain't got no connections with West Ham anymore. We're here for the next fucking however long we're alive. Lifetime. We can't just change our club.
No.
And it's painful to watch because now people are laughing at us. And it shouldn't be like that. You know, we had such a great season last year.
But it's
the best season I've ever had as a West Ham fan.
Listen,
I mean, I weren't around in the 80s when he was fucking.
Is this
I was
West
just
Ham?
born.
Is this what West Ham is? Until we get taken over by someone absolutely 100% dedicated and serious to, you know, not looking to make and pull money out of the club. Look like someone like, let's be fair, as much as I hate it, right? As much as I hate this, someone like Abramovich who wants to invest. You know, we ain't got investment. They don't want to invest in the club. But they try and scrape players on the fucking bare minimum. I'm sorry,
not
mate.
like it used to be.
Football
is big business.
The thing is, they've taken us as far as they can. And listen, I've got the amount of respect for the owners, what they've done. They come in at a shit time. They've dragged us from, all right, we got relegated, but they've dragged us back up and they've kept us stable. They've took us to a brand new stadium. But I just think if West Ham ever want to go, we're not even a top 6 club at the moment. We're not a top 6 club.
No,
we had a lucky
season.
Listen, we had a lucky season last year. I mean, everything just went for us last year. And the thing is, we had our best ever season on record, and we still only finished 7th, and Leicester won the Premier League. Says it all.
Yeah, but I mean, you're saying like you want someone to come in, they're not looking to take money out of the club, and they want passion for.
These don't want to.
They all see it as an investment now. That's all football clubs.
I've got the same respect. I had the same respect. I'm losing it. And you know why I'm losing it? Because as the time's gone on and as it's all undeveloped in front of me, I can see something completely different. Like I could only see before turning into like Portsmouth or Leeds or something like that, and I had blinkers. I was thinking, thank you for saving this club, you two. Karen Brady come in. Thank you for earning us more money and giving us more money to spend on the likes of Andy Carroll and things like that. Because that was all a fucking little scheme going on, right? You know what I see now? Do you know what I see? I see 2 men that saw a fucking opportunity in a football club. I see 2 men that saw a football club on its knees, looking at them. I don't see them as West Ham fans anymore. I see them as 2 men that looked at it and thought, we've got that Olympics. That's right on our back door. If I get them into that Olympic stadium, this club's going to make me 200, 300 million pounds each. That's what I see. And that is what is going on, right? And I'll put my reputation on the line in saying it, right? I don't care about the bollocks. That Brady should be sacked tomorrow. That Brady should be sacked. And I'm going to go back to the stadium once again, right? The stadium is not fit for fucking football. 100%, no doubt about it. It's not even fucking safe for football.
It's an athletic stadium.
It's not even fucking safe.
I think I've noticed, like, today, I've noticed the improvements from the Watford game. And if they'd done that quick, I think they're working on it. So I would say, like, you know, the segregation between the away fans is different now. The standing, it looks like the stewards are leaving them alone, which obviously they knew the stewards were causing. So I'd say that. I suppose they're looking at it. I mean, you can't really judge it.
I watched an interview, though, right? Let me just, sorry to cut you off,
go on, mate, you're all right.
I watched an interview
Fucking used to it.
with somebody the other day. I'm not going to say who it was, right? But they're saying, this is what it was, right? It was the Sullivan kid putting his hands up. The stuff ain't got nothing to do with us. It ain't got nothing to do with us. It ain't got nothing to do with us about the security. It ain't got nothing to do with us about the stewarding. Well, you're fucking taking my money. You're putting my money in your fucking pocket. So you better make sure that I, him, and you, and whoever else is in that fucking stadium is being treated with the utmost respect. And you know what? That is the problem in football. They do not treat people with respect. They do not treat fans with respect. And I'm not just saying West Ham, but West Ham are the fucking very bottom of the fucking pile when it comes to customers' respect and fans' respect, because we ain't fans anymore, we're customers. And as I said a few weeks ago, they don't want us in that fucking club anymore. They don't want us there. We are customers, right? And you know the problem with it? You know the whole problem with it? If that was a restaurant and I was going to a restaurant and I was being treated like that, I'd say, fuck that, I'm not going to that restaurant no more. I'll go to the McDonald's up the road. But you know, with a football club, we can't. We can't leave. They can leave. The players can leave. Everyone involved in the fucking club can leave, but we have to stay because that's where our hearts are.
Yeah, through thick and thin.
Through thick and thin.
If we got relegated next week, like this season, we're being there in the Championship. We go down again, we'll still be there in League One. As much as we hate it, I ain't going there. We're always going to go back there because when you've got a passion and a love, that's what you do,
and that's why we get treated like we do. Yeah, that's why we get treated like we do, and it's skin flinting. Yeah, you know one of the best clubs I've ever seen, Man City. Their owners come in. Their owners got fuck all to do with Man City. Probably didn't even know their history. But you know what they do? Because they're from a different country with a different culture, they treat people with respect. Every single person that goes to that stadium is treated with respect. We went there, they give them free pie and chips. We get a free slap in the face from the stewards. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They treat people with respect. West Ham are the very, very bottom. The amount of people that come up to me since we've been having a following, right? Since we've been having a following. And you know what I said about the Supporters Advisory Board? Me and him are no one special. Me and him are no one special. But I've got 11,000 people behind me that proper fans. I class myself as a proper fan. He's a proper fan. I've been going there all my life, whether I do this channel or don't do this channel, right? And I've got 11,000 people behind me that can tell me what the problems are, and I can fucking take them and I can go to the board with them, and that's what we need to do. This Supporters Advisory Board needs to be tip-top condition. They need to listen, because when they had it before, they don't fucking listen.
You know what they're going to fill that room up with?
Wankers,
arse lickers, and people that are up the board. And listen, like I said, I actually do like the board, but I think at the moment it's just so much negativity around the club, and it's affecting the players. And I don't care what they do off the pitch. What matters to me is what goes on the pitch, because that's where your results are. Yeah. I don't care what's going on off the pitch. We need to start winning. And today was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment. It reminded me so much of the Abraham Grant years.
Keystone Cops defending, wasn't it?
This reminds me of 2003. This echoes 2003. We don't sort this out. Look, last couple of minutes. We don't sort this out. We are going down.
We haven't got a Di Canio to try to drag us through, you know. You look at that team that went down, well, at least we had fighters in there. You know, well, at least we had this, like Joe Cole, Carrick, Defoe, Di Canio, Les Ferdinand. You know, they were fighters and they was willing to give everything.
Took it to the limit.
It meant something to them to play for West Ham, these players. Noble, Ginger Pele, but the rest, I just don't know. I don't think they care about the club, and it's a shame. It's a shame because it's our club.
Yeah. Always will be our club.
Of course it will. You know, you don't get a fucking tattoo on your skin and it's there for the rest of your life, like the club. You know?
Yeah. Absolutely fucking disgraceful. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Look, second goal winning, third goal winning. We got thrashed. Load of shit, load of bollocks.
But what do we do?
What do we do?
What do we do?
Quickly.
Well, the players got to start.
Yeah.
I think and with fucking horse whips and whip the cunts in the show. Quick.
I can handle losing, but if we lose with a bit of passion and a bit of fight, I don't like losing. But if they're trying and they're really, getting stuck in and giving it everything, I can handle that.
All I want to see is just a bit of fight against Borough next week. You know, I don't care if we get a scrappy 1-0 win. You know what I mean? We just need something, and we need some players like Payet to step up and start dragging this team through, getting the ball and running at players and making things happen.
We just need players to want the ball
and
don't go hard.
I'd like to see as well someone like Martinez get a call up and be on the bench and chuck him on, because I feel like
I want to see Oxford playing. I want to see Oxford playing. Some fresh blood come on.
How do you think he done when he come
on?
Who? Fletcher.
Yeah, he didn't really 2-0 down.
But I thought he had some nice touches on the ball.
Let's wrap this up because I want to get this done within next time. Thank you very much for joining us. If you can fucking be bothered to listen to us fucking ranting.
If you made it to the end, well done.
Well done, mate. But thank you very much for watching this edition of West Ham Fan TV's Post-Match Pint. We'll be back next week again for the Middles, but don't forget to check out all our content that we put up during the week. There'll be a lot of fucking bollocks this week. Go and follow us on Twitter at West Ham Fan TV, facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV, our website www.westhamfan.tv, Snapchat, Instagram, all that nonsense. Go and check us out on all the social media. One thing left to say, boys.
Keep the faith.
Come on, you Irons.